all this is Rick Keys. How you doing? This is Rick Keys, and I'm here in Osai, California. Kind of just adjusting this hat to see which way looks best, what angle. Not that one. How about that one? Okay, so anyway, and I am wearing the this brown shirt. I guess the black and the brown don't go together, but it's supposed to, isn't it? All right, so you see the brown shirt says the Rick Keys family, purveyors of the finest shenanigans, Blarney and malarkey, and it's got the shamrock. So hey, didn't get to have see Patio Keys this year for St. Patty's Day. I hear he's been having some drinking problems, so he's been a little behind the cue ball. So he's just, I guess, he's trying to sober up pretty tough there in that country that he lives in. Sorry, I can't mention the name, but anyway, so this is Rick Keys, and like that hat. All right, so anyway, I am here, and we've had some really miraculous things going on here in Osai, California. Starting with the sun. If you all recall from previous episodes, the sun was being chased by the planet. We think it was Saturn, and it was afraid it was going to kill it, apparently. But anyway, so X Keys, you see them. All right, so X Keys is the star of Oside. X Keys, it's a non-binary. Not sure if it's a Twitter bird, an insect, or an airplane. That's X Keys. Used to be called, I forget what it was. Oh, What Keys. It used to be called What Keys, but when Elon changed the name to X, decided to want to be X Keys. So X Keys is the hero for the day. X Keys was actually basically solved the problem. Took the planet. Can you see that? Took the planet in his tiny little talons and lifted it out of the issue that it was in. It was with the Chinese. It was with the country of that's known for red and the sickle thing on their flag. Their spy balloon. So actually, X Keys there told the sun that it's nothing to be afraid of. In fact, the the planet is smaller than you, sun. Get some huevos. That's what X Keys told the sun. So anyway, the sun is supposed to dispose of the planet someplace else and take the spy balloon from that communist country with the sickle in red. So it's supposed to take it to Carlsbad and just kind of hover over in Carlsbad for a while. So anyway, there is more going on. Just to let you know, X Keys did say, "Oh, sorry, California," and save the world basically by, yeah, I was going to say by the thing's actions, risking the thing's life to save everyone. Okay, so there's the sun going to Carlsbad. Let's continue now. So, and then I'll bring up more that's going on here in Osai, California. So we're gonna hear some music. I found this CD at a local thrift store. Never heard of these guys before, and they turned out to be super good. The Black Pumas, and every song on this is damn well good. And I'm going to play a couple songs off that. So the Black Pumas. All right. While we're in the black mode, black hat, got Jet Black here. I requested this CD from Jet, and he was a nice enough person to send me one. And it's called Roots. Now we are going into the roots of mambo in Cuba. For all my listening audience, if they allow you to watch that in that other communist country known for cigars, they have a guy or a person. His name was Perez Prado, and they called him the King of Mambo. but there's a bunch of other mambo stars on here, but I'm going to probably play Perez Prados. So you're going to hear, so we've shifted gears from black to Cuban, and well, we're traveling in Cuba now. So that's that. So while we're in Cuba, Ska Cubano has some pretty cool songs that I think you're going to like. By the way, Reverend Keys just had an Easter show. So if you haven't seen it yet, it's pretty darn good. A lot of good songs on there celebrating Jesus Christ rising from the dead. So, and ascending into heaven. It's two difficult things to do. So I would think only someone that was God would be able to do that, or God did it for Jesus. I'm not sure. But anyway, Cuba. So we are in Cuba. Here's some more music from Cuba. What's this band called? Da, 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 oh, Afro Cuban All Stars. I think there's a song in there. And then the last one from Cuba, Buena Vista Social Club. Okay, so that's going to be the first part of the show. For the second part of the show, we're going to go back to the RMR chart, and that's the Roots Music Report chart. Oh, by the way, remember the Unknown Surfer? The Unknown Surfer was found. Hold on, let's see if we can lift that up without destroying. Okay, so the the Unknown Surfer came out of that wave okay, so it's surviving. And they actually might as well talk about it now. So there is it keys. You see it keys. So it keys is non-binary also, and it keys decided to just hold on to that Iranian rocket, especially since it didn't work when it was supposed to save the world. So he decided to keep the Iranian rocket as a souvenir. And remember, there was an earthquake here last week. So the last week, the there it is. The Kindness Matters Hotel in downtown Oside was a little disrupted because of that major earthquake that shook almost all of Southern California, including here in Oside, California. But they've got the motel straightened. Now they hired X, uh, since X has those wonderful lifting skills, to replace the tiki bar on top of the Kindness Matters Hotel. You can see that the thing is doing that right now. And the other thing is right here. No, not down there. The other thing, the other thing is right here near the Kindness Matters Motel. That's Me Keys. Me Keys is non-binary also. Not sure if the thing is a citizen of the United States, illegal immigrant, or illegal immigrant from outer space. So Me Keys is talking with the one of the We Keys family members. Apparently, they're maybe bringing in some more goods or alcohol because they use a lot of alcohol up here at the Tiki Bar. Here, I know I've been there before several times, and luckily I'm still here able to maneuver and get this freaking cord out of the way. Okay, so anyway, there you go. So that's what's happening in Oside, California. Things may be a little cocky because I got this cord so friggin' all over the place. All right, there. Okay, there we go. And by the way, my laptop went to shit basically last week. It just basically exploded, fell apart. The plastic and the glue just came apart, and so now I'm a little behind, so bear with me. Now we are into the RMR chart. If this is your first time on the Rick Keys Music Caravan, and you're not sure what the RMR chart is, let me tell you what the RMR chart is. The RMR chart. Now I look like a reporter. Hey, news. The RMR chart, Roots Music Report chart, is basically blues primarily, but they do different genres. So it's DJs. Let me see, like Sirius, DJs, radio, college radio, And then there's me, Rick Keys. I'm on YouTube, Rick Keys Music Caravan on YouTube. So you subscribe, and that's how you get this show on a regular basis. Me and my Rick Keys family. So RMR Chart. So it's all these DJs and on-air personalities and internationally known on-air personalities like myself. There's not a lot of them. I'm one of them. So anyway, we, whatever music we play, we send it to the promoters or the labels so they know if their music's getting played. So that's the RMR Chart. It's Roots Music Report Chart. We're calling it RMR. So remember that, especially you people in DACA, so I don't have to keep saying it over and over again. All right. So at number 36, we've got a new release. This one's actually, well, here's the new release. Southern Avenue, and it's called Family. So it's three sisters, and they're really, really good. I think you're gonna love this music. This one's looking like it's probably gonna make it to the Rick Keys Music Caravan Top Blues Albums for 2025. However, I did, as I mentioned before, see if I can do that. I found the earlier one. So basically, this one they signed with Alligator Record Labels, which is like one of the major blues labels out there in Chicago. So, but before this one with Alligator, they were on another label, don't know the name of it. And so anyway, this one's really good too. So it's a really up and coming, great group. I think you guys should be listening to, well, I shouldn't say you guys, you pronouns should be listening to. So now we go to number 31. 31, Dean Zucchero and Song for the Sinners. Reverend Keys really has a liking for this CD. You can see why. Song for the Sinners, Dean Zucchero at number 31. At number 30, Sonny Blue and the Moons, Passion and Regrets. I've had those, Passion and Regrets. At number 27, Mitch Ryder, With Love. Again, those passions and regrets were pretty much about love, correct? Number 20, Mark, Mule Man Massey. I like that name, Mule Man. And look at our hats almost match. Let's see, pretty close. All right, that's Mark, Mule Man Massey. At number 19, Big Al and the Heavyweights with Blues Power. How heavy is it, Al? It's pretty darn heavy. You don't want to look down there. Okay, so that is at number 17. No. That's at 19. Sorry. I'm getting a little excited here. At number 17, Matt, the Rattlesnake Lesh. I think a lech is something different. Matt the Rattlesnake Lesh. You can see he didn't put his name on the front, but that's what he looks like. Number 16, Ronnie Baker Brooks, Blues in My DNA. That's certainly true. He is the son of Lonnie Brooks. And this album actually made it to the Rick Keys Music Caravan Top Blues Albums for 2024, and it's still in the charts. At what number? At number 16. Okay, that doesn't make it. I'm just kind of looking for the proper look with the hat. Nope. I do have a big forehead, don't I? There you go. Now it's like I'm a normal person again. At number 11, Johnny Rawls, Make Them Dance. I just saw Johnny Rawls in Laguna Beach. I forget where, that's why I didn't tell you. Here's an earlier one that I purchased. Every time I go to a show and I see an artist, I try to video at least one of their songs in entirety, share it with you, and buy their music, because a lot of these people aren't the richest in the world. Not like, I don't want to say like Tex Keys. Tex Keys is pretty rich, man. It comes from Texas. By the way, Tex Keys was telling me that he's going to be on again, a little host show. Another musicians from Texas, Carolyn Wonderland. So Tex Keys will be bringing up Carolyn Wonderland's new release. Speaking of new releases, this is a new new release from Bob Coratori and friends. It's called Doing the Shout, and it is number 6. Bob always does a great job. He's a great harmonica player, but he's played with so many people. I mean, he could put out an album almost every week if he wanted to. At number 3, this one was at number 1 previously. Will Wild, Blues is Still Alive. It certainly is, especially now that my computer works again. So you see that little tag on there. This release is so good. It's like loaded with good music that I've already chosen it to be one of the ones on my Rick Keys Music Caravan top blues albums for 2025. Number 3, currently. Last but not least, Alligator record label star Tommy Castro and the Painkillers, Closer to the Bone. And he is at number 1. So anyway, that's what you're going to hear. And this is Rick Keys Music Caravan. And how you get this show on a regular basis, you go to YouTube and subscribe to Rick Keys Music Caravan. That's how you spell it. And then there's a bell. You press that bell, and that bell brings my show, my family, my warmth, my music, my love for music, and my love for God. Wow, and I did that all in one take. So anyway, yeah, and you do that. That's what the bell does, brings you all together in one harmonious world. And then what else does it do? Oh, the thumbs do that. That helps spread the good news of the Rick Keys Music Caravan from side to Dhaka and back. And there's a like, dislike. Make sure you like it. Disliking, I will talk to Reverend Keys about what your punishment will be. And then last but not least, you can also get Rick Keys Music Caravan Blues Show. Well, currently you can on Facebook. So stay tuned. Rick Keys Music Caravan coming up.